Never going to change as long as they stay together. We're not falling for Harry and Meghan's updated act. As long as the two of them stay in that toxic relationship, things are never going to change. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the King YouTube channel. Today in the US, we have a fresh new round of weekly tabloids, and National Enquirer has decided to include an article about Meghan and Harry. Looking at the cover, we see Hollywood 2024 who's in and who's out, surprises, has-been, and disasters. So we've got Harry and Meghan there. They're smiling, so we know it's probably not going to be as accurate as we would like it to be because the two of them have no reason whatsoever to smile. But let's see, are they going to be considered winners or losers by the National Enquirer? When I opened the magazine, folks, I had to laugh. I mean, this headline is absolutely hilarious. Harry and Meghan update their act, playing kinder common folks instead of elite A-list victims. You know, the folks over at the Enquirer do have a special way of pretending like they're being nice to Harry and Meghan and making them look good, but at the same time, really sticking the knife in and twisting it. They're playing kinder common folks. It's not like they have become kinder common folks. I mean, that much is obvious. To be fair, it's not a bad idea for Harry and Meghan to stop acting like elite A-list victims. People are getting really tired of that little game. So maybe they are going to pretend to be nice people now. Is it going to work out, though? I highly doubt it. Let's see what the article has to say. Well, we're off to a pretty good start with the first paragraph. We've got Prince Harry's fame-obsessed wife, Meghan, is eager to brew up a revamped image after her bitter attacks on Britain's royal family permanently dented her reputation on both sides of the Atlantic palace courtier's dish. I do like how they used brew up. I see what they did there. I guess that coffee commercial that Meghan did for Instagram is the first step towards this revamped image. And yes, the Enquirer confirms exactly that. I guess Meghan was trying to make herself seem so relatable, just an ordinary girl playing an intern in a coffee commercial. And she didn't do a very good job with it because, well, I mean, she's not that great of an actress. Let's remember, she's just an ordinary girl from California. I do love how Meghan does not seem to understand how she contradicts herself all the time. I mean, she wants us to believe she's this amazing actress, very talented. But at the same time, she wants to convince us that she's just like us. She's so relatable, and that's why she couldn't even manage to get that fist bump right in the coffee commercial. Unsurprisingly, folks at the palace were not so entertained by Meghan's little act. One courtier told the National Enquirer, "This is a desperate attempt at brand rehabilitation to make people forget the damage she's inflicted on Harry's family in her apparent revenge vendetta." It is funny, isn't it, how Meghan still seems to believe that we're just going to forget everything that has happened. And if she presents herself as a new, improved Meghan, we're going to love her. We're going to forget all about the nasty witch she proved herself to be time and time again. The courtier went on to say she seems to finally realize she's overplayed the victim card in her bid to chase her superstar dreams. And after falling flat on her face, now needs to take a different route to success in 2024. Well, I would say so. Clearly, what Harry and Meghan have been doing is not working for them anymore. People are sick and tired of hearing a couple of overprivileged brats whine about how difficult their overprivileged existence is. Meghan and Harry's lives became difficult because of their actions. They were the ones who made their lives hard. And perhaps that's something they don't realize, but the rest of us sure do. The courtier added, but after the many monarchy-threatening crises she sparked, Meghan likely has as much chance of rebranding herself as a leopard has of changing its spots. It really just goes to show how absolutely delusional she is, believing that she can reinvent herself. It's too late for that, Meghan. The best that you can do at this point is find some job that doesn't involve you being a public figure, pursue that career, and maybe if she works really hard, she can have some success. But it's not even that easy, because what career could Meghan possibly pursue? She doesn't have any skills, she has no talent. She supposedly has that degree from Northwestern in, what was it, international relations and theater according to her, but maybe it was just communications according to other people. It's not like that's going to get her work at this point in time. She should have made her career in that field in the first place. And that stupid coffee ad that she did, if that was supposed to make her look better, well, it sure failed. As the courtier says, this ad appearance is strictly money related and all about Meghan again. This is all to boost sales, even if it demeans her royal title. It is funny, isn't it? After Meghan has faced so much criticism for being so selfish and so self-centered, she again goes into something incredibly selfish and self-centered. We know this is all about money. This is all about Meghan trying to get her face out there. And at this point, Meghan has to accept any work that comes her way. It's not like she's in a position to be choosy. Nick Eady, who is a PR expert, claims that the ad is a way of showing Meghan in a new light, both fun and frivolous. He says it's a departure from dramatic revelation and part of a well thought out rehabilitation for Meghan Markle. Well, yes, I think that's exactly what Meghan was going for here, but she's not fooling anybody. It doesn't matter how much Meghan pretends to be this fun, frivolous, playful woman. We know who she really is. The mask has slipped far too many times for us to believe that she really is a kind individual. So Nick goes on to say, I think we will see more personality-led content that concentrates on Meghan as kind, compassionate, entertaining, and not afraid to poke fun at herself. But see, Meghan is not that person. Meghan hates being made fun of. Think about how Meghan and Harry reacted to South Park and Family Guy. They were not okay with being made fun of. In fact, they showed themselves to be incredibly sensitive. Meghan and Harry have also shown themselves to be absolutely humorless. Meghan is not entertaining. She's not somebody who's fun to be around. Not surprisingly, other critics agree with us. One critic told the Enquirer, it isn't kind to freeze out her father and family members when things don't go her way. Of course, they were talking about Meghan's estrangement from her own father, Thomas Markle, and other family members too. If Meghan doesn't get her way, she cuts people off. That is something she has done time and time again. We've got proof of this. Richard Fitzwilliams also doesn't believe this reinvention is going to work. He says time will tell, but I'm not holding my breath, end quote. I mean, we have heard that Meghan is reinventing herself how many times now? This year alone, I think it's been basically every single month that we've heard Meghan's revamping her image. She's going to reinvent herself, and finally people are going to love her. It's impossible. She needs to give it up. Another insider told the Enquirer she's gone from the world stage of the royal family to a bit part in a poorly produced coffee ad. She's a laughingstock. I can't imagine any serious offers coming her way after seeing this. Even Hollywood has standards. And then a palace insider said that Meghan is probably desperate for people to like her again. They said she's been accused for years of being difficult, bullying staff, and brainwashing Harry into leaving his family. She's brought nothing but negativity to her royal title, which she's determined to hang on to. Despite her denials of bullying and her poor me posture, it's going to be a monumental task to persuade people she's done a 180-degree turnaround and is now kind and compassionate. The insider added her best chance of rehabbing her image is to stay out of the spotlight and stop criticizing the royals. But that's never going to happen. She seems addicted to the attention. I'm sure King Charles, as well as Prince William and his wife Kate, Princess of Wales, would be thrilled if Meghan and Harry put them and royal life in the rearview mirror. But sadly, no one believes that is going to happen. Now, the National Enquirer sometimes publishes puff pieces praising Harry and Meghan, but sometimes they publish more honest pieces like this. And again, I think this is a sign that the tides are really turning when it comes to how Meghan and Harry are portrayed in US media outlets, especially tabloids. Tabloids are not being kind to them anymore. And I think that could be because WME has dropped Meghan. There's nobody protecting her now. The gloves are off. And I predict over the next few weeks and months, we're going to see more and more articles criticizing mostly Meghan because, again, you know my theory. They are setting all of this up. They're preparing for a divorce, and Harry's going to come out the clear winner. So they're trying to rehab his image and at the same time make Meghan Markle look like the demon she really is, which isn't difficult to do. Am I right about this? Well, time will tell, and I hope that you're there with me to see the outcome. And you, what do you think about this idea that Meghan is trying to portray herself now as kind and compassionate? Do you think it's going to work? Please let me know your opinion below in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to like and share it with any of your family members or friends who would enjoy it too. And don't be afraid to click the subscribe button to get more updates in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in, have a lovely weekend, and we'll be back to see you all tomorrow.